Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to our next episode of the SWE World Cup. This is our first of the final Group C matches between Samoa and Puerto Rico. Maybe a little bit of a dead rubber. Puerto Rico can still qualify, but they would require a very good result here against Samoa, and I'm not sure that's going to be possible. And here is our first of the singles matches here this evening, and it's going to be Rikishi taking on Primo. Now I do hope I'm not going to cough too much in this one. I'm trying my hardest. If you saw the last episode, I was really struggling. I'm a lot better now, but still not great. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I want to stay on schedule. I'm desperate. I don't want to bugger it up again. I went off schedule before, and I hate it when it really stresses me out when I go off schedule. I don't know why, because it's not like you guys hassle me. It's just that I hassle myself, but there you go. Rikishi has sort of been the weak link in this. We're saying that the whole Samoan side in general has been a weak link. They've got 2 points in 2 matches, which is pretty damn awful. Now, if Samoa want any chance of qualifying, they have to get all 5 points here today. And hope that Germany get all 5 points against Mexico. That's the only way Samoa can qualify. So mathematically, it's possible, but realistically, it's not very likely. There we go, I've coughed already. There we go. Puerto Rico on 4 points after 2 matches. They are not in a bad situation to qualify, to be honest with you. Again, they would probably need all 5 points to get some sort of security, but if they were to get all 5 points, they might be in a very good position, actually. That'll put them top of the group. Of course, the group at the moment looks like Germany on 8, Mexico on 6, Puerto Rico on 4, and Samoa on 2. That's how it looks at this point in time. So, I think Samoa and Puerto Rico might have to be resigned that they might be out of this competition. However, I'm sure they won't want to be. But both of them will also want to stay ahead and not finish bottom of the group. So this is an interesting night here. I think it's been Carlito has been the main man for Puerto Rico. I don't necessarily think, well, Epico and Primo have had some interesting matches, of course. I think it was Primo, or was it Epico? It was one of the two. They got a count-out victory, which is very intelligent work, and they got the point out of it, and they've done quite well out of it. But yeah, this is just a sort of victim of circumstance, I suppose, if you look at it that way. Just this match is not fantastic, and then, depending on the result here this evening, we'll know that the next episode between Mexico and Germany will be for who tops the group and who comes second, which of course is important when it comes to the next round of who you face off against in the next one. Which we're not far away from now. We've only got 2 more group stage matches. Oh, we've only got 3 more group stage matches left. We got the second match from Group C coming up, and then we got both the Group D matches. We've got Canada versus South Africa and Ireland versus Tonga. And then that one is very open actually. Ireland on 8, Canada on 7, Tonga on 5, South Africa on 0. So South Africa are out, but the other 3 teams, it's really open who could go through as Rikishi drops entire body weight on Primo, and Rikishi gets the point. Wow. Rikishi just destroyed Primo and Samoa. Like I said, they need all 5 points here to stand any chance of going through. And that is a good start for them, because I feel like they are the weaker ones. I really feel like Rikishi is the weaker one. Umaga and Joe, I feel like, are more likely to get a victory, but you never know. You never know. There we go then. Rikishi victorious, 1-0 to Samoa. And here is our next singles match of the evening. Umaga takes on Epico Cologne. Now, can Umaga make as easy work as Epico as Rikishi made a Primo? I'm still surprised how quick and easy that was for Rikishi, to be honest. I really like this Rikishi. Just the fact he looks like he's been sewn together like some sort of zombie, doesn't he? Because the way his arms are a different colour with the tattoos, they haven't been able to balance the skin tones very well. I know I'm not going to moan about it, like, because I don't make calls. I don't know how difficult it is, but yeah, it's not one of the best calls around, which is a shame. But I like it. I think face-wise, it's one of the best out there, but it's just the tattoos on the... Yeah, the tattoos on the chest and the back are a different skin tone to the tattoos on the arm, which is annoying, isn't it? Hey ho. Hey ho. We'll be using a bit of Umaga. I'm not sure what to do yet. I'll tell you what, I'm probably gonna make a video and ask you guys what to do next, I think. Because I'm sort of undecided at this point in time. I like doing tournaments, and I really do enjoy doing tournaments actually, but I know you guys enjoy the universe modes, but it's all down to what we fancy, I suppose. I might do a little video offering out some different options and see what gets voted, I suppose. We do that next couple of weeks. Once you get towards the end of this, then I can start to prepare for it, obviously. Could do with it, really, couldn't we, I suppose? I don't know, I've got some ideas. Like we said about Carnage a few times. We've got Throwdown and Mayhem. That's what I'm trying to think of. I couldn't remember the names there for a second. We've also got the idea of a UK show that I've mentioned a few times, just to take advantage of the recent WWE UK roster. We could do something like them sort of lines. That'd be pretty interesting. There's lots of different ideas we can pick from, and I'll do some video at some point, and we can sort of make a decision on what you guys fancy watching. We'll put together a few ideas. Because there are quite a few options, aren't there? As Umaga already stalking Epico. There's a spike already. What the? No. No. Wow, Samoa have really come for it here this evening. They are not holding back. They know they need the points. This puts them equal now with Puerto Rico in the group. Both teams on 4 points. That was brutal. And there was the pin. The 1, the 2, and the 3. And Umaga just hammers Epico. So Rikishi and Umaga both squashing Epico and Primo, which not only looks good now, but it also looks good for them in the 6-man tag as well. Because if they're going to completely dominate teams like this, that's going to be really good for him. And there you go. He's rocking some dance moves as you do. And here is our third and final of the singles matches. Samoa Joe takes on Carlito Colon. And this could be interesting. If this is a 5-0 win for Samoa, this would give an opportunity for tomorrow. But, and it's a big but, it would mean that Germany would have to win 5-0. Then again, if Germany won 4-1 and Samoa get the 5-0 win here, then they could at least get a buffer match. That's a big if, though. Like, I don't think Germany's done really well, but I think I don't know. I was looking at the Germany versus Samoa match, was the last one, wasn't it? So Alexander Wolf lost one of the matches against Puerto Rico, and Germany got the other 4 points. And then Alexander Wolf won against Rikishi, but Bad Bones lost against Umaga, as Germany got 4 win over Samoa. So I was going to say Alexander Wolf might be a weak spot, but in fairness, he's won 1 out of 2, as has Bad Bones won 1 out of 2. Samoa Joe yet to win a single match yet in this tournament, to be honest with you. I think he hasn't won a single match, has he? I think he lost to Carlito as well. Well, he can't have lost to Carlito. He's facing Carlito now. He lost to Rey Mysterio Jr. That was it, wasn't it? So he lost to Rey Mysterio and he lost to Walter, which is not exactly like... Can't say he's been terrible as such. They're two very, very good wrestlers, but still, that's what you need to get the wins over them big names to get yourself through to the next round. Carlito marching down to the ring, very happy with himself, as he should be. Popular man. I like Carlito. I'm surprised they haven't brought him back yet, to be honest with you. They must have left on iffy terms, to be honest, for not bringing him back. Because he is quite an obvious name for them to bring back, especially with the Colognes. When they brought him in as well, more of a heel team, would have made sense to have him. This trio just seems like it's quite sensical, to be honest. Seems logical to me, anyway. So we go then, Carlito Colon versus Samoa Joe. So far, this is a chance to go on record as our shortest episode. 2 complete squash matches from Rikishi and Umaga defeating Primo and Epico. Now Samoa Joe starting strong against Carlito. And of course, remember, these two guys will have to wrestle almost instantly. Well, there's an off-screen intermission. There you go. That's my way of getting around the guys that have said these people will be tired. They can't wrestle 2 matches in a row. There's an off-screen intermission. That's what it is. I just cut it out. I don't want you guys don't want to sit here and watch the intermission, do you? So I cut it out for you. I'm nice like that. So they got a little bit of a break before they come into the 6-man tag, but still, you'd think that Carlito would want to show something here. Now, Carlito's already lasted longer than both Epico and Primo, possibly together. But still, Samoa Joe has dominated the early stages of the match, now taking the ring post, or the ring pad off the post, should I say. Another alley-up suplex. But Carlito's starting to get some aggression. And dropping a knee in the face as well. He's doing pretty well here, actually, isn't he? Carlito into the crossbody, and all of a sudden turn this one around, and Joe, from desperately needing the victory, is now in a bit of trouble. Carlito really in control. I'm surprised actually with how well Carlito's doing here against Joe. I thought Joe would be a bit of a difficult prospect. But now Joe is back in control, wrenching back at the arm and the neck at the same time. Oh. And Carlito flops to the ground face first. Can Joe take advantage of this domination? Carlito fighting free. Carlito back in control, dropping his body weight across the arm. Carlito now heads up to the top. What is he doing? What was that? Carlito just shouting at someone in the crowd before. Well, I didn't seem to bugger up too much. He still hit the drop kick on Samoa Joe, but not quite sure. He got distracted there by someone in the crowd by the looks of it. Carlito slides to the outside. But Joe taking some control. Carlito catching him. Nice neck breaker. Back and forth here now. Interesting. I thought Carlito might try and go for the way that's helped his team a couple of times so far, the count out victory, but doesn't manage to pull it off. Now Joe catched him. Joe once again just wrenching back. Arm and neck at the same time. Joe now deadlifts Carlito up into a powerbomb. Joe into the corner. And Joe now wrenching back on the neck once again. Oh, Carlito went for the Hurricane and got caught in the powerbomb. Nice. And Joe is in control of Carlito, but can he finish him off? That's the question. Well, it's so windy here, my curtain's just been sucked out the window. That's good, isn't it? Carlito, backbreaker, into an Irish leg sweep. An Irish leg sweep? A Russian leg sweep, I think you'll find. And now it's Carlito stalking Joe. If Joe loses here, he should be extradited from Samoa. He's been awful so far this competition. Joe, there's the pin. 1, 2. Oh. Make me cough more. Joe, how on earth have you survived that? Carlito desperate. He really wanted that point. Carlito taking Joe down. Clothesline stiffly into the corner. Oh, nice. Nice leg drop. Pinned by Carlito. Only a 2 count once again. Carlito now sending Joe into the corner. Carlito hoisting Joe into the oh, interesting, to a tree of woe. And a backstabber from the top. Wow. Bit of extra height to make it even worse. There's the pin once again. And it's still not enough. What is going to keep to take this man down? Carlito up the top, dropping the knees. Still coughing. Too much excitement, that's what it is. Carlito bringing Joe back up. There's the snapmare. Now pushing the knee in the center of the spine and wrenching back at the arms of Samoa Joe. Joe with the elbow right in the gut of Carlito. Now in the stiff right hand into a German. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip. Transitions into a dragon. Keeps the drip, rolls the hip. Transitions into a straitjacket German. Now a pin by Joe. 1, 2, and Carlito. Now it's his turn to just about kick out before the 3. Joe's looking quite stunned. But Carlito fighting back. There's a jawbreaker on Joe. Now looking for a scoop slam, but Joe slides at the back into a reverse DDT. Now dropping a knee right in the face of Carlito. Joe went for the stiff right hand, maybe trying to turn him around. Oh, a stunner. Out of nowhere by Carlito, a stunner. 1, 2. Oh, and it's still not enough. Wow, after the 2 squash matches we had, it's nice to have some quality. I don't want too short of an episode, you know. Carlito, I stamp on the arm of those who are not cool. That was a little bit more. Jamaican than it was Puerto Rican, wasn't it, really? Yeah. Carlito, anyway, with the crossroads into the pin. 1, 2, and that is enough. Carlito Colon picked the victory over Samoa Joe, who I believe now is without a victory in this entire competition, I think, Joe. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he lost to Rey Mysterio. He lost to Walter. And now he's lost to Carlito Colon. It was a lot to it, though, wasn't it? It wasn't a simple loss. There was a lot of work put in by Carlito. That puts them up to 5 points. Now, the only thing that can put Puerto Rico through now would be a win in the 6-man tag and then an absolute dominant victory for Team Germany. And the only thing for Samoa now, again, will be the same. To win the 6-man tag and a really dominant victory for Germany would mean there would be a buffer match between Germany and, with Mexico and Samoa. But is that going to be possible? Who knows? Let's find out in the 6-man tag. And here is that 6-man tag with a Team Samoa. Samoa Joe, Umaga, and Rikishi take on Team Puerto Rico. Of course, the Epico, the Primo, and the Carlito. I don't know why I said the for their names, but there you go. It's happened now. It's happened. We must accept it has happened and be done with it. I have no idea. Oh, that's interesting. I've not seen that one. What the fuck in this game is bastard, isn't it? Okay, so it looks like we are gonna have to skip the entrances. God, this game is stupid, isn't it? Well, I'm having some internet issues today, and my PlayStation will not connect to the internet, and it means we do not get the entrances for the 6-man tag, which is annoying. It is annoying. It is what it is, I suppose. We have to deal with it. I'm sure we can put up with that tiny issue. It's stupid though, because like I made that content. All the created wrestlers we've used so far have been downloaded, yet I created the entrances content. I don't understand why. It did it early on in the competition, so I didn't know. When I was recording the early stages, when I moved into my new house and I had no internet whatsoever, it happened then, but it's still happening now, which is just really weird. In fairness, really weird. But there you go. Hey diddly ho. Carlito launched the outside and Umaga follows. Rikishi up at the middle rope. Bit of a untapped market that is for Rikishi. Not quite sure what he's doing up there, to be honest, but a diving shoulder block is pretty effective. At the moment, though, Team Samoa are in a bit of trouble. Team Puerto Rico are in control. Carlito attacking Umaga on the outside. But in comes Samoa Joe now to even up the numbers in the ring. Big elbow to the head as... I'm screwed if I know which one's Epico, which one's Primo. I know I should know by now, but... One's wearing shorts, one's wearing trunks. That's the big clue, but I can't remember which one was which in the normal matches. So I'm going to just say, oh, that's just always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. I just avoid using them normally because... Yeah, it's just too complicated, isn't it? It's too bloody complicated. There's just so much going on. I can't keep track of it, to be honest with you, at this point in time. But either way, Team Puerto Rico, again, in some control. Joe, though, with that big slam. Oh, look at that spinning powerbomb there by Carlito. Rikishi now slamming the head of a Colon into the corner. Seems to be Carlito's doing okay, but the Epico and Primo are struggling. Rikishi clubbing blow to the back of Carlito, now up on the shoulder. Look at Rikishi driving this early on, no. I think he was looking for it, but Carlito able to slide out backwards. Joe, slam and kick. This trusted combination. And there's the crossroads that Carlito won the match with against Samoa Joe, now stalking Rikishi into the backstabber. Wow. Somebody pins Rikishi. There could be a good chance here, but Umaga breaks it up straight away. Carlito just needed Epico and Primo there to defend him while he went for the pin. Nice snapmare taking down Umaga over the top there. Once again, Team Puerto Rico in full control of this match. Rikishi just slams him down on the mat now, gets around the back into a suplex there and keeps the grip, rolls the hip there by, I don't know, Epico? Primo? Do we care? Backstabber once again by Carlito. Again on Rikishi. Samoan drop there by Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is the only Samoan on his feet. Oh, they're just terrible defense. Terrible, terrible defense. Oh, Carlito flop into the outside after being taken down by Samoa Joe. And now it's Umaga middle of the ring. With a grounded Epico. Or Primo. We're not here to judge. Nice Samoa drop by Umaga. And Umaga's been left in the ring alone with him. And this is maybe not the wisest idea by the Puerto Ricans, I must admit. So Umaga drops his body weight across the body. Now bringing him back up to his feet as the other Epico Primo enters the ring. Nice roll up. Oh, nice. Nice gut buster there. Butterfly as well. And I felt like it could have been enough, but then Samoa Joe rolls in the ring. And Samoa Joe's going to defend that pin, isn't he? Samoa Joe, oh my god, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has been absolutely awful for Samoa in this competition. Absolutely awful, and he might be the main reason why they are not going to progress here. Samoa end on 4 points in the group. Puerto Rico end on 7, which puts them 1 point ahead of Mexico. So Mexico need 2 points in the next match against Germany to guarantee themselves a place in the next round. 1 point will only give them a buffer match against Puerto Rico. But there we go. Very interesting. We'll throw the group up now on the table anyway. On the table. On the screen as I just write it down now just so I would know what is going on. So, I've done it wrong already. I've done it wrong already. There we go. So, top of the group is Germany on 8 points. Second in the group is Puerto Rico on 7. Mexico on 6 are in third. And finally, bottom of the group is Samoa on 4 points. And Samoa out of the competition, I'm afraid. Of course, Germany and Mexico will be coming up for you in our next episode. And points up for grab. If it's a dominant win by Germany, then Puerto Rico could just sneak through, which would be a real out there one, wouldn't it, really? It'd be a real surprising one. But it's possible. If there's only 1 point for Mexico, then we will get a buffer match between Mexico and Puerto Rico to see who goes through to the next round. But yeah, it's another interesting group. Come to partway through its finale. Of course, still got that match against Mexico and Germany in a few days' time to show us exactly what's going to happen. But I've really enjoyed this group, and it has really thrown a spanner in the works. Samoa, I thought, was one of the sneaky favourites to get a win in this entire competition. In fact, they are going to finish bottom of their group. They've done a Germany. They've been knocked out of the group stages. But there we go, guys. That's the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. The ones who do.